just a little something of note to be entered in your book there on that blank page in your book. Go ahead and pencil this in as, you know, this engine's characteristic, it being a McCormick Deering Type M, 1.5 horsepower, 1923 serial number, McCormick Deering tagged. And to be of note, to drag the video out here is, if you will note, looking straight head on there, that green mixer body, 2-piece, as compared to the one in the center there, has, the center one, has a indicator for lining up your needle valve setting. And as noted on the green one, which is what came on this Bosch engine, does not have that indicator. And it being a 1923, I assume by serial number, make a note. Another thing you might want to enter in the Bosch column engine is, I'll show you. If you will make note, the other top for that mixer, it has that indicator broken off, and it's set aside for repair, as that is a common occurrence. So you can drill a hole in the back side bottom and drive it out with a punch and then make a new one and put in there. But noting the difference on the 1923 Bosch Clip Type M, this green mixer was what came on that engine when I got it. And it don't have the indicator top. Also, it has the mixer bowl there, has the fitting in the lower part of the side of the mixer body. As noted, to the one over on the other end has that brass, that's 1/4-inch pipe thread on both of them, but it's up about halfway on that mixer body. You'll find both kinds, and I'm not sure the reasoning for that, but noting that the 23 Bosch Clipped has the lower fitting in it if you're putting an engine together out of parts. Just say it. Oh yeah. Inflation. Y'all can see on those engines, on this choke plate right here, on the McCormick Deering or International Type M all-year models, that choke plate has a hole in it. Lived over in Arkansas at the time. Had a lot of dirt daubers. Build a nest in anything. To remedy that, back in the day, I started putting a dollar bill between there. Seal that off. Never had a problem with the dirt dauber building a nest in that mixer thereafter. Same as all the rest of these. I've carried that practice through the years. And as you can attest, several of them are dollar bills. So, you know, that was reasonable. So inflation started going up. I got this in the mail a couple days ago. And it's pretty cool. Thank you. Hold up. But you can see, I think that has a $5 bill in it. So inflation had went up from back in the dollar bill days, and they're not in order here. They're mixed up. That's how much inflation had went up when I built that engine right there. I had to use that $5 bill in there. And just recently, this is that M I put together, 3 horsepower, with that big hole in there. The 3 horsepower has even a bigger hole in that mixer. So, and it was, that's recently, not too far back. Inflation had already jumped from $1. I had to put a 10 spot in there, a $10 bill. That's inflation. So I'll show you something. I'll show you how much inflation has went up and what prompted this little enlightenment. Not a complaint by no means, just life. But yeah, you know, $10 at this time. Well, you know, that brings me up to now. Is inflation inflation as to up to where we at today. And you know, I don't have no graph or nothing. My gauge, my scale to know about this thing they call inflation is this engine right here. I just got it done. It's finished. This engine, this is one of them predicaments. You know, what would you do? See, that's the first time that engine's been turned over for a good while. And did you hear the flutter on that intake valve? Oh, quite good, I would say. But this inflation thing is, it's actually pretty real in my life. And just to use this as a visual indication of my area as compared to steel prices, the increase in steel prices. So, well, about this, it has all the new parts on it. There's nothing else I can put on this engine. Not necessarily all new parts, all good parts, if not new. So, and I've never started the engine. So, but I'm finished with it. So, I can put it away for, I need to move it on. But it's 3 horsepower type M. But you know, I can't build another one any better. You know, if I was to put another 3 horsepower on that workbench right there, it would be only as good as this one is, because I used some really good parts on this engine. But I don't have room for it. But it kind of, if I put it in if I keep it, well, anyways, to give you an example of this inflation I've been talking about is Yeah, thank you. Oil hold up. I guess it's where I'm going, not with this example, but real life America, I guess. So, in order for me to figure all the prices on this engine as compared to the prices on that engine in there that I've got that dollar bill on this choke plate right here. See that hole in there? See how big that hole is? So, and it's habit, I guess, and it's proved out to work for me. So I see no reason not to continue it. But early on, I just put me a dollar bill in there, you know, and close it up. And then inflation come along, I had to put a 5. I got a couple of 10s in there. That's how much the parts had increased in price to build one of these engines. So when I build this right here, inflation built in with it. In order for me to keep them dirt daubers out of that mixer right there, I have to use a $20 bill. So, see, I can put that in storage in there, and it'll keep them dirt daubers out. I thank you all. All's well here in Middle Tennessee. Have we the geographical center or something? Shop dogs out.